My name is Tom Taylor, and I met Gilbert about 1980 or so, and I was working in a topless bar, so he came to work for me, and we worked there. It was a hoot. And then from there, I worked with him on so many different projects through all these years, from the mile long flag to all these different things, and also on little things that people didn't realize he did. Like he started the first history exhibit, and he was a real pioneer in gay rights. Unfortunately, not too many people relate Gilbert Baker's name with the flag because he moved away to New York many years ago, seeking a career as being an artist and doing other art projects. But the flag is really the main thing that he's known for. And people do not really realize that someone in those days fought hard to get it started and get it going. Once it got going, it got going. And he left San Francisco, but he thought he could do more good in New York on a bigger picture. And certainly the bigger picture has gotten bigger around the world. That's for sure. So his struggles to make it a real success around the world have worked. Unfortunately, he was not a financial success for him. He was still a struggling artist in New York and tried many other ways of earning a living being an artist, some of which I have hanging in my house and here at my shop. So through the years, it's been a struggle, but he has worked on many large projects, from mile long flags, a couple of those, and he had quite a career in actually speaking. So he would speak to colleges, companies, and so on, as the gay issue has become a worldwide issue. You can walk down any street, wherever that flag is flying, in that country, that county, that city, wherever it is, and you feel free. You're not confined. And Gilbert and I talked about going to high school and how awful it was and what a miserable place it was. And we couldn't wait to leave because we really wanted to go live our lives as we are, gay people. And it was ironic that his high school wanted him to come back and talk. And when that happened, he walked in the shop here and told me, "Oh God, you can't believe this. My high school wants me to come and talk." And we both said together, "Oh, I hated high school." And we both said, "Oh God, it was miserable. We couldn't wait to get out of that goddamn town and get out of it." But today, with the gay flag and the understanding of gay people, now I think maybe that's not present anymore. Now I think a gay person can grow up in a regular town, in a regular place, still a little bit of a hassle, but not the hassle that it was then. So we have seen progress, the two of us, just doing all of our crazy projects and all the crazy places we worked. One time we were working in Rome, and they wanted us there to do a gay Rome thing many years ago. And so I was supposed to put gay colors on this hotel, and I had it all figured out how we were going to do it. And they said to us, "Oh, but the Pope might be able to see through an angle of an alley to see it." And we looked at them like, huh? And of course, Gilbert had a brilliant idea. No, we needed a couple of tons of paint, drop it on the Vatican, and have the colors smeared all over the damn place. So, through the years, we've gone through this. And when we made the mile-long flag in New York, they wouldn't let us come down Fifth Avenue because it would be in front of the Catholic Church. And boy, Gilbert and I both said, years later, Gilbert was the head, or the Grand Marshal. So he called me, he says, "I'm going to be the Grand Marshal. You have to be there with me. So I want you there in New York. When I march, you're going to march right with me or behind me." Well, it turns out they had a little car, and I couldn't ride the car, but I walked behind it. And as we walked past the Catholic Church up Fifth Avenue, the gay parade, Gilbert grinned to me, and I grinned back to him. We nodded. We got you. Progress has gone on. So little by little by little, over the last almost 40 years we've known each other, we've made some progress. We've still more to go. There's still many places where we can't fly the flag. And I always relate it to backward rights. Backward rights. The gay flag, backward rights. "Oh, you don't have a gay flag here." "Oh, I didn't realize this was so backward here." And when you say that to someone, especially we learned that when we were in Rome, if you say, "Oh, this is a backward place, we didn't realize that," immediately that gets under their skin. So we have to learn backward rights, gay flag. That's the new way of pushing onward. No little country church, county wants to be called backward. You know, this is someone I've known probably half of my adult life. What do you say when someone is gone that you've known half of your adult life and all the crazy projects that we worked on? Who am I going to work with now? So a lot of this stuff, you know, we were always working on projects together. And then, of course, when he stayed here at the shop, he was here. This was his second home here. A lot of his friends would drop by, and this was kind of the social hour here. And that's what the rest of the shop was that. So that's what happened. And he buzzed in and out of here, you know, many, many, many times through all the years when he moved to New York. Before he moved to New York, he lived here part of the time at my shop. So this was really the creative place where we did all of that. He put a tool in action. A tool. Gay flag is a tool representing freedom. Freedom for us and freedom for all. And when he made that tool, little did he realize that it was going to be a worldwide tool to use for every nation that wanted to have an open society. If they can fly that flag, they've done a pretty good job at making it an open society. And I think that's the greatest gift one could ever give. This is a tool of freedom. Freedom for all, not freedom for one group, not another group. If we're included, all the groups are included. That's the gift.